Take a look at this bromeliad. It's been growing beautifully, but I think it's starting to tell me something. The pot that once fit it perfectly is beginning to feel a little too small. As the plant has continued to grow, you can see it becoming a bit wobbly around the crown near the soil line, and the main stem just doesn't seem as stable as it used to. That's often a sign that a plant may be outgrowing its space and could use a little extra support. I think it's officially time for an upgrade and a fresh new pot to give this bromeliad more room to grow and continue thriving. I chose this beautiful blue-green ceramic pot for the bromeliad. I like ceramic pots because they're sturdy and provide extra stability for growing plants. It also has a drainage hole at the bottom, which helps excess water escape instead of collecting inside the pot. A nice mix of beauty and function for this plant. Now that the pot is ready, the next step is preparing the soil mix for this bromeliad. Instead of using a regular all-purpose potting soil, I wanted to create something a little more suited to its needs. Bromeliads generally prefer a lighter, airier growing mix with good drainage because they don't enjoy sitting in heavy, compact soil for long periods. For this blend, I'm using about 50% coir, 30% perlite, and 20% cactus mix. Coir makes up the largest portion because it helps hold some moisture while still staying light and fluffy. It creates a nice balance by retaining some moisture without becoming overly dense. Next comes the perlite, making up around 30%. Those little white pieces help create air pockets throughout the mix and improve drainage, which helps keep the soil more breathable. The final ingredient is the cactus mix at about 20%. Since cactus mixes are designed to drain faster than regular potting soil, it helps add structure while improving drainage even more. As everything gets mixed together, you can really start to see the consistency come to life. The goal here isn't a fine, dense, or heavy soil. I'm aiming for a loose, airy, slightly chunky texture that feels light in your hands and doesn't clump together too tightly. You want a mix that allows roots to breathe and gives water a chance to move through more freely. As I keep mixing, you can already see the ingredients blending into a lighter, fluffier texture. A good soil mix can make a big difference, and hopefully this custom blend gives this bromeliad a comfortable new home to continue growing and thriving. Now comes the exciting part, moving the bromeliad into its new home. I'm gently pressing around the sides of the original plastic pot to help loosen the plant and safely remove it without putting too much stress on the roots. Plastic pots can be helpful because they have a little flexibility, making it easier to release the root ball without pulling on the plant itself. Once it comes out, I can finally get a better look at how everything has been growing inside the pot. Before repotting, I lightly fluff the bottom roots just to refresh them a bit and loosen things up. Next, I'm adding some of the custom soil mix into the new ceramic pot and building up the base layer before carefully positioning the bromeliad into place. Once the plant is centered, I can slowly add more soil around it and help support it in its new container. Little by little, everything is starting to come together, and it's already beginning to look much more comfortable and at home in its new pot. And here it is, the bromeliad officially in its new home. Already, it looks much more comfortable with extra space and better support. Watching the leaves gently move in the breeze on this beautiful sunny day makes it feel like the plant is already enjoying its fresh start. It already seems more settled and much better suited for its new space. And now, for its new outdoor spot. I'm placing the bromeliad near my other plants where it can enjoy bright, filtered sunlight through the surrounding trees. This little microclimate helps create a more comfortable environment with gentler light. Bromeliads can also do well indoors near a bright light source with enough light. Hopefully, this becomes the perfect place for it to settle in and thrive. Thank you for watching, and please visit my channel for more gardening videos and plant updates.